Everyone. Today in this session we are going to learn about string and its function. So guys, we have already done many different types of data like integer, float, double, character. So a string is the one which is a superior or a super data type where you can see you can write anything in a string data type. Even a string is going to accept your a data type, and any data type like integer, float, character, you can write anything in a string. In fact, most of the time we just write address, and address is a particular kind of field where, where you need to write number also, house number, different special symbol, hash, dot is going to come up, and that is the reason we always keep the type of addresses string. So I'm just going to give you first example, and then we are going to start with the practical. For example, guys, I'm just writing an HELLO, hello. So hello is what? Hello is a string. But again, if you see, H is a character, H is a character, E is a character, L is a character, another L is again a character, and O is again a character. So basically, a string is nothing but just a collection of so many characters. You can see once you add so many characters, once you bring all characters in use, once you collect all characters, and then you will get to know like, okay, this is a string. So here I'm having HELLO, where H is on 0 position. I'm just going to write it once again. And this is my hello. And you can see here I'm writing hello. So my H is a character, ELLO is character. So this is nothing but just all characters. When it comes together, it is known as a string. So this is a string basically, but it is a collection of so many characters together. So you can see my H is on 0 position, E is on 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So basically, the length of this string hello is 4. We always start from 0. So without any delay, I'm just coming back to my dashboard. I'm creating here a string as capital string. If I'm going to write, it is going to not take up, because a string is a kind of wrapper class. It is a name of my class. There is a class in a Java whose name starts with a capital as a string. So what I'm going to use is I'm just going to write here demo s. So I'm writing a demo s, and I'm just opening my class, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to teach you here string means how you can create a string, how you can use a string, all those things. So first of all, I'm simply going to create here a class. This is my class, and I'm writing at the name of my class. This is demo s. I'm just creating here a space. I'm coming inside, and I'm going to write here that is public static void and main, and I'm opening parenthesis here. I'm creating some space here. I'm coming inside public static void, and I'm starting with my string class. So I'm just taking here string string, and this is nm name. I'm just going to write here some name inside. I'm writing here a b c, and I'm coming out of it, and I'm just putting here semicolon. And if I want to print it, like if I just want to display it to my user, how to do it? I'm just writing here system.out.print ln, and I'm just want to print. I just want to print name. Simple, it's done. It is so simple, guys. What I have done, I simply written here a string. That is my class. You can see as is capital. I'm taking an nm. I've given one name to it, and I printed this thing. I'm just going to click on compile. I'm coming back to my dashboard, and I'm running it. And then later I'm going to teach you a few functions of a string. We have so many functions in a string, which is going to ease your work. Just like you can see here, I have given here name ABC, and I've got my name ABC. I'm just going to clear my output screen so that everything will be clear now. I'm coming back to my program. So guys, what I have done, basically I've just taken here nm name, I've given one name, and I've printed. Even if I want to merge this name with any other name, for example, I'm just going to add something with this. I've given a space, and I've added, for example, the second name. This is the second name I just can give, and I'm just going to run, and you can see like whatever I have given to my string nm, something will be added up. Means whatever I have added, you will get to know here. So you can use in many different ways, just like a math class, guys. I've told you math, we have some ready-made functions, we can use it. Similarly in string, as again a class where I'm having so many ready-made functions, and I can use it, I can ease my work. So I'm just going to start writing from here, and I'm going to tell you this thing also, like if you want using a scanner also, you can access a value, you can give it to the scanner. So let's just start with the scanner. Like we have already done this thing. Like if I'm having a scanner class, if the object I have created, I know how to give value into integer and character and float and double, but how to give a value to a string, this I don't know. So I'm just going to teach you this thing also. This is very simple. I simply write here import java.util and dot scanner. I'm writing here. I'm just going to create here object of scanner now. Writing a scanner obj is equal to new scanner. I'm creating a space here and I'm simply writing here system.n. I'm coming out of this and I'm just going to copy this thing and I'm just going to ask from my user. You know, in Vue.js it is very important. Like you just need to give some message to the user that you need some value to be entered. So I simply write. I'm giving here a message like enter name. You need to enter your name here. So my user will get a hint and user is going to give some value to this nm. So now I'm not giving this abc to this nm. I'm just going to use this obj. With the help of this I'm just going to give some value. So I just can write here next, guys. With the help of this, some value will be taken up from me and it will be added into nm. So let's compile this thing. I'm coming back to my code. I'm going to right click here and it is going to ask me some value. You can see now it is asking enter nm and I'm just writing my name here. And you can see like it has just pasted my first name and then the my second name is added with this. So this is how you can you can deal with a string using a scanner. This is amazing way. The thing is similarly like whatever we have done in our last classes. I just imported a scanner from util from java. I created object, I took the value with the help of user and I added something. So anything like abc I'm adding at the back of my name. I'm just giving a space and I'm adding. So this thing will be done. Even if you want, you will be having so many functions. Now I'm coming up on functions, like how you can use function now. Now guys, for example, I'm having nm and I'm having, I'm just going to put some value inside nm, but I just need to pick a first character from it. So how to do it? This is again possible. I'm simply using here system.out.println. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply writing an nm. Now, what is NM? In NM, I'm just finding out one character on some place. I just need to pick it and I just need to print it. For example, whatever character is lying on position 1, that will be printed. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to print your system.println with the help of this NM. Means whatever user has given into a NM, Sana or ABC or CDE, whatever you have given, care at 1 means whatever characters lying on a first position, this you will get to know. I'm clicking on compile once again. I'm coming back to my home page and I'm going to right click here and you can see my dashboard. It is asking me nm first because the code is running up and I'm giving you this time abc and you can see what I'm having on first position. I'm having b because a is on zero position, b is on first position and c is on second position. So you can do so many combinations of this. Even if you want with this character also you can add something, because this is my system denoted println is going to print. So if I want, I can do anything with this. I just can add up, dummy with this and I'll get to know. So whatever I'm just giving here, whatever the first character is going to be picked and dummy will be added with this and you will get to know on your console. So similarly, we have so many functions which we are going to deal, which we are going to learn today. Next function, what I'm going to teach you is compare to. Compare to is again a function. So, I'm just going to take one more string here. And this time I'm simply writing here, this is a string. This is my string. This is first one. I just took nm and here I'm taking my lm last name. I'm taking here ln and once again I'm just writing here obj dot next and I'm going to get means I'll be having two names. In one name in nm and second name is will be in ln. So guys, what I need to do, I just need to compare like whatever I'm giving in NM and whatever I'm giving in LM, whether they both are equal or not. So I just want to compare this thing. So this is my comparison statement, which I'm just going to write here in my next line. And I'm going to compare, in two variables. So how would I compare? I'm just writing the name of my first variable, that is NM. I'm going to put here dot and I just need to write here compare. You can see how I'm writing now. You just need to follow the recommendations, like first letter of second word should be capital always. So I'm just writing here compare to, and with whom I'm going to compare, I'm compare with Ellen. So I simply write here Ellen and I'm going to get back my answer. Like I'm just going to compare these two things. If it is equal, I'll get to know. If it is not equal, I'll get to know. I've compiled this thing. I'm coming back to my screen. So first of all, I'm just going to give, same name so that I will get to know. So here I'm writing NM, I'm writing A, B, C, I've written. Again, I'm writing A, B, C. So both the things I have written, and you can see I'm getting here 0. We have, few rules in compare to, like if my value is equal, I'll be getting 0. I'll be getting 0. And if my value, for example, the length of my first variable is greater, I'll be getting some other output. If my length means, it is an amazing thing where your values will be compared, and even the length also will be compared. And when you're getting 0, that means if the string is equal to the another string, and if the string is lexicographically less than the other string. Lexicographically means you're going to count the length, and if your length, you can see, if you're going to compare the first variable, the second variable, if you're going to compare the ASCII values, you're going to check out the length. You will be checking up if that value is greater, then you will be getting a value definitely lesser than 0, and greater than 0, when you will be getting, when again lexicographically greater than the other string. If one string is lexicographically greater than the other string, then in that case you will be getting a value more than 0. So this is only the difference. Like if I'm taking ABC and DEF and another one, secondly, I'll be getting some other value. Next we have ignore case. Ignore case means, guys, we have, Java is a case sensitive, we know, and we have sometimes greater ABC and lesser ABC. So compared to ignore case, so I just can ignore the cases also. Ignore case means case sensitivity we are talking here about, like a small or a capital, you can say. I'm going to paste here once again, and I'm going to write here compare to ignore case. So I'm writing here compare to is already written. I'm going to write here I is capital of ignore, and I'm going to write here C is capital of case, and here this is the function. But how to compare now? Similarly, I'm going to compare in the same way. I'm simply writing here the name of my variable here, dot compare to ignore case, and the second value, a variable, I just need to write here. So if I'm writing a small ABC or capital ABC, it will be same, means whatever the comparison in between the cases, like case sensitivity, if it is greater or if it is lesser, this will be ignored completely. So next I'm going to teach you is concat. I'm going to run and I'll show you the output of all these things together. Next I'm going to use here concat, guys. So concat is amazing thing. If I just want to add something, like if I'm adding, if I'm adding one thing with another thing, so then I'll be using here concat. So you can see nm dot, and I'm just going to use here the function that is concat. So I'll be writing here concat, concat. And if I need to add, my first name with my last name, so I'll be using here concat. Though you can add by using this plus also. If you want, you can add by using plus also. Means you just can write here nm, and you can write here plus, and you can write ln. So in this way also your value will be printed. And if you want, you can give some space also, like this. So if you want, you can use concat also. Concat is basically designed so that your two variables can be added together. So now next we have contents. Contents is again like if your string is containing anything, so you can check it. How you can check? You can check definitely with the help of this function. I'm going to write this function here. How to write? We just need to write here contains. So I'm just going to write here CONTAINS. So you need to write like this contains. Now contains means what? What I need to check, whether it is containing A or whether it is containing B, means whatever I'm writing in my string, my entire string, I just need to check whether in my entire string anywhere A is written or AB is written or AC is written. So it's going to give me true or a false at a time. Always remember, guys, we have already done, we have data type in one of the data type which we have already discussed, that is boolean. Boolean is going to give you true or a false at a time. It is like a button on and off. So you are going to get boolean value while you're using contents. So contents is just going to give you a value like true or a false. If it is yes, then true. If it is no, then false you will be getting. So it is going to return you a boolean value. Just you need to make a note of it. Now we have ends with also. Ends with is again amazing function. If your string is ending with some variable, then you can use your ends with. How to use it? I'm going to write here simply, that is ends, and then W will be capital ends with. So if my string is ending with some variable, if ending with some some letter, for example, if my string is ending with Z, I just need to check out this thing. I just need to check out. So this is again going to inform you. It is going to give you information whether the thing is appear is there in like if whatever you are checking it, whether your string is ending with the particular character or not, or a combination of character, and it is again going to give you a value or answer, you can say, in form of boolean yes or no. So contains, I'm just explaining you. We have already done. Like contains means, guys, if it is there anywhere. Ends with means at the end z should be there. If z is there, it is going to give you true in return, and otherwise false. So that is the reason, like contains and ends with both is going to return you a value in form of boolean, which is again a data type. We have next equals. Also equals means if you are checking any string, any two string is equal to each other or not. Just like here you can see compare to ignore case. But in compare to, we are not only checking comparison, we are checking even lexicographically nm is greater than or ln is greater than nm. We are also checking this thing. But if I'm writing equal is just checking whether the thing is equal to or not. This you need to make a note of it. Equal is again going to give you a boolean value true or false, and I just need to write here equal. So how to use it? I'm just going to remove here compare to, and I'm going to write here equals, equals equals. So I'm writing an nm equals, and I'm writing one another value. Like here I'm writing here ln. So this is equals. So here I'm just checking equals whether my first string variable is equal to second string variable or not. So this is equal. Even in equal we have most of the time like case sensitivity is also appeared. So what I'm going to do is I'm teaching you one more variable which is an alternate of equals, that is equal ignore case. Similarly, we have a compare to ignore case, compare to ignore case. We have equals and equals ignore case. So how to write equals ignore case? You need to write equals, I should be capital, ignore and case. So you will be writing equals ignore case, again one variable, equal ignore case, and the second variable. So you can see I'm having my string variable nm, and the second is ln, which is going to which is just going to leave the cases. Like you can see whether if it is in capital or small, your variable of a string will be checked. So we have such kind of things. We have so many. Next we have index also. Index is also amazing thing. What is going to tell you as index of for example, if I'm having a string hello, so I just need to find out the index of h, means on which position, on which string on which number, on which index position h is appearing. So this is index of, it is always going to return you the value, the answer in form of integer. How to use it? How to use it? I'm simply going to write here nm, and I'm writing nm index of. I'm simply going to write here index of. This is index, and I'm writing here O is capital of. Index of means a word index of, a character index of. I can write for anything. I'm writing here for C, means if I'm writing an nm abc, I just need to find out the index of abc. Means what is the index of abc? This I just need to find out. So all these things can be done in this way. Index of, we have already done this thing. Means index means what? This is a position, like h is index position is 0, e's index position is 1. For example, I have given in my string hello, but I just need to find out on which position o is there, on which position. So I'll get to know the index position, that is fourth. So fourth I'll be getting in return. So like this you will be writing, you will be using this index of function. You need to use like this, like whenever you want to find out any index position, so then you will be using index of. Next, guys, we have a is empty function also. If any string is empty or not. For example, I just need to find out whether my string is empty or not. So how to do this thing? Nm is empty. So the function is going to give you only is empty. You just need to write out is empty. And the is empty function is going to again give you the value in form of boolean, means true or false, means yes or no. How to use it? You just need to write here is empty. So I'm simply going to write here is, and is capital is empty, is empty. And this simply, I just don't need any comparison here. So I'm not going to write anything in parameters. Simply I've written is empty, and I'll get to know in form of true or false whether my nm is empty or not. So I don't need to go in my check through my code. I can ask, I can use any function, and I can use, like most of the time it is a requirement. I just need to check up whether my variable is empty or not. Last index of or length is again very important. Last index of means what is the last index of. For example, if I'm repeating some character in my variable on and on and on, and I just need to find out the last index of. This is also can be done. So I'm simply writing an nm dot last index of. So I'm writing a last last, and I should be capital of index. So it is going to give me the last index of, means for example, C I'm repeating in my NM so many times. So at what time, like C, when I'm repeating the last time, what is the index of? See this, if I wanted to know, then I'll be using last index of. Next, I'm using a length function, very important function, guys. It is going to give me a length in form of integer. So I don't need to write it, I simply need to write here length. So simply I'm just going to write here length, and I'll get to know the length. So length length I'm writing here. I'm opening here my parenthesis, and you can see nm dot length. So I'll get to know the length, and length is, it will be given like in form of integer. So all these things are very important. Next, I'm going to explain here replace. Replace means if you want to replace any character with any other character in your string. For example, I'm writing here nm dot replace. So I'm just going to write here REPLACE, replace. So what character you need to replace with what, it is like entire detail you need to give. Like if and you should know like in advance what is written inside a nm, then only you will be able to replace. So I'm just replacing, I'm just going to replace A with Z. So I'm just going to write here A, and this I'm replacing with Z. So you can see, and I'm just replacing, whenever I'm having A in my NM, whatever I'm entering in my NM, wherever I'm having A, that this entire thing will get replaced with Z. So this is all about, replace. It's a very important thing. It is going to return you return the answer in form of a string. Replace first is also very amazing. Like you replace first means if I'm having a string, I'm having nm, and something is written in nm, and like A is repeating many times, but if I just want to replace the first A, so I just can write here first replace. The replace first. So replace first, once you write, everything will get replaced. Next, we have a split function. A split function is again very important, but basically, split a string into an array of substring. It is going to be used in case of array. It starts with, also we have here, which is going to return in form of boolean. Starts with means if your string is starting with something, so you will be able to know. Nm starts with, I'm just going to write here, starts with. So I'm just writing here starts and with. So if I just wanted to know whether the particular thing is starting with A or not, it is going to give you the answer again in form of boolean, because it starts with means I'm just checking whether my nm, whatever is written inside my nm, it is starting with A or not. Next, that is very important thing, that is substring. Substring means a specific value can be extracted with the help of substring. Two lower, two uppercase also can be used here. For example, whatever is written inside my nm, and I just need to convert it into two upper and two lower. Two upper and two lower means I can convert it. I'm just going to write here two, and this is lower. So whatever is written in my nm, whatever it is, capital or small, everything will be converted into lower. And if I want to convert it into a capital, so the same thing can be converted into capital also. Two lower case is also written here. So I'm just writing here case. So you can see the case is also done here. Now two lowercase, two uppercase also we have here. So I'm just simply going to write here upper. I'm writing here upper and case. So whatever is written inside an NM, whatever you have written small or capital, everything will be converted into capital, and you will get to know. Even we have, trim function also. Trim function means the unnecessary spaces will get removed. If nm you are giving unnecessary spaces, that will be removed automatically. You just need to add a trim. Trim is simply a function who is going to remove your unnecessary spaces. So trim I have used here. What is going to happen with the trim, like whatever I'm writing inside my nm, if I'm having any space in nm, if I'm having any space like A space B space C, so the moment I'm using trim, all unnecessary spaces will be deleted, and I'll get to know the correct one. So all these are the functions, guys. The string function, you can see with the help of this, your work will be easy. If you're dealing with the string, you can add two or more than two string. You can apply different operations. You can split it, you can replace, you can change, you can compare, you can split, even you can do many things. So what I'm going to do is I simply go and click on compile. My code is done. I'm coming back to my main screen, and I'm going to right click and click on void main. Here I'm giving A, B, C, because in most of the cases I'm using ABC only, and I'm writing one more thing, that is ABC or BCV. So I'm giving it ABC only because I'm using comparison. So first one is for first one is for my first variable, the value which I have given. Second one is for my second variable, the value what I have given. You can see this is for comparison, ignore case. This is my boolean value. I'm checking whether the string is starting with something or ending with something or not. So you guys can see like it is so useful whenever you're dealing with any string thing. You don't need to write a very lengthy codes. The string class is already there, the functions are already there, the ready-made code functions. You just can write and you can use it. So you just need a practice. How you can practice? You just need to learn first of all these functions, whatever we have used here. You need to learn it, you need to implement it, then only you will be able to understand. Okay guys, thank you so much. We will be meeting in our next session with few more new topics and examples. Thank you.